YouTube world, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today we coming at you with Madea'S Homecoming. I know y'all been checking it out all this weekend. Today is February 28th, 2022, and it's the end of Black History Month. So stand strong, and Black History is history. It's 365. Not just 28, 29 days of the year. So, with that being said, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, you might not want to go on from this point. Now, the movie starts out at Madea'S house, and they're getting ready for Cora's daughter's son's college graduation. They don't really say what HBCU he went to, but I can tell you this: it was in Atlanta, or it was in Georgia, so it wasn't Prairie View A&M. That's all I can tell you. He was not out there in Texas holding it down. PV, So it wasn't Jackson. It wasn't Southern. It wasn't. Again, you just kind of have to decide. Hey, maybe it was the the drumline people or whatever, because that school is out there, right? Or not. So I just know the colors were apparently like yellow and blue. I think. Either way, I said anyway. Okay, start off with Mr. Brown. Brown getting down on the grill. He's talking about barbecuing ribs and everything else that you can put on the grill. He was like, oh yeah, you gotta have the fire, you want to taste the meat. You gotta get the fire in the meat and the heat in the meat. So he out there putting every last drop of lighter fluid on the grill. He's putting gasoline on the grill. And this is just the beginning, so you already know what's gonna happen. So Joe and Madea is in there talking about you need to go do something about that, And they get in their typical little brother-sister argument, and he was like, "Oh, okay, for sure." So he go out there and tell Brown, "What you doing?" He was like, "Ain't that enough?" He was like, "Nah, I need a big fire, So you know how Brown is, and you know how he's dressed. So next thing I know, she was like, "Oh man, I ain't got no light, I got no matches." So Joe was like, "Well, here's a box of matches. Just do me a favor. Don't light it until I get in the house." So Brown goes, strikes that match, puts it on that grill, and the biggest bonfire that you could ever see on Madea'S was in the front yard happening. I'm talking about a big fire. Next thing you know, Brown on fire. He running around, and everybody know, PSA, just in case you didn't, everyone, it's stop, drop, and roll. That's how you get the fire out. If you're running around, you're really just fanning the flame. So remember, stop, drop, and roll. So they watching him run around for a while, and she was like, you need to go help him. Madea first grabs a glass of water. And then she was like, and grabs like a teacup and goes out there and throws it at her. And she was like, "Oh, wow, you done caught my tree on fire." So next thing you know, tree burns down, she gets the hose, she sprayed the tree instead of spraying Brown. She's like, "I think I need to pay my water bill." She was like, trip that fool. So he get his cane, Joe get his cane, and trips Brown, and he goes, on the ground, and the fire's out. Now that's just the beginning. You can't tell me that the sound of that right there isn't already funny. So I'm gonna speed through the rest of it, because you gonna want to watch it, and I don't really want to do too much spoiling. But if you don't know, Brown is on fire in this movie, literally. It ain't no joke. I don't think it's no stunt. Like, check it out. Now, like I say, I guess I haven't been paying attention, because I ain't never seen Cora with no kids in none of these movies. And I ain't never seen her with no man to get no kids she got 2 daughters apparently, you know. One is now I remember her from a couple of movies, you know. And her name was Janae on The Game. You watch BT The Game, she's Janae. And she was also on one of the Bring It On movies or whatever, as one of the cheerleaders or whatever. So, you know, those are 2 movies I remember her from. And she's also on the movie, if you watch Tubi, she's on the, never mind, that's not the same person. Okay, anyway, those 2 shows, though, that are movies, she's on there. And she's recently divorced, you know, her best friend / somehow maybe related to him. I don't know. You gotta watch the movie to find out what it all is. And, she's recently divorced or whatever. Didn't really get much from the divorce, you know. She's just happy for some reason. Nobody can figure out why she's so happy. So then it goes on to the point where, like I said, she's her and her best friend pull up. And then, eventually, the valedictorian, I'm horrible with names, you have to go watch the movie, but you'll know the character by based on what I'm talking about, so you can figure it out. You gotta figure it out. It's a twist in a mystery. So he gets there, you know, him and his friend, and the whole time he's talking about I got something I want to tell the family. You have to pretty much watch the movie to figure out what that is. But the best thing about it is, it's not, you know, the family already, like, they already know his secret. So, you know, they accept him for who he is with his secret. Now, on the other hand, his dad comes, and don't nobody want him there but him, you know. So that was kind of friction, you know what I'm saying, in the situation. But before the dad came, the best friend, he's like mixed with Irish, you know. So these people coming all the way from Ireland. And when you first watch it, my first thing was, is that Mrs. Doubtfire? You know, they got somebody here playing Mrs. Doubtfire, you know. And I said it on Facebook, somebody pointed out that Robert Williams has been dead for a minute. So, there is no, you know, like, what's going on here, you know? So, there's no replacing Robert Williams, there's no remaking no Mrs. Doubtfire Part 2, you know, so, who is this woman, right? And she's coming all the way from Ireland, you know? Her boy's mom or whatever, this is his great aunt. So, you know, so that would be like his mom's sister. You know, as long as you get the genealogy down, you understand what it is. Her name is Brown. So, her and Mr. Brown kind of hit it off, you know. They went to Red Lobster that night. And the funny part to me is Madea'S was like, hoes go to Red Lobster. And she did the little Cardi B thing talking about some broke ones don't deserve no coochie, and they did a roll call. I know that's right, you know what I'm saying? And every female in there was like, did that. It's one of the funniest things. Then Madea'S had some in her purse, you know, and Mr. Brown and Mrs. Brown, aka Mrs. Doubtfire, they got hold to it, you know. Cora was like, here, y'all, here, you tell me this candy, you know. And she said she was hypoglycemic or whatever. And so they sat there and they have it going, whatever. Now, like I said, the other daughter, of course, you know what I'm saying, if I had to choose, you know what I'm saying, between her and her sister, that was it for me. And just gonna sandwich me on in. It's a part where they was like, like sitting in the bed together or whatever. I was just like, if I could just be in that bed with them, I would be good to go. That would be my scene, action cut, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I could have been that guy that Well, ultimately, I probably would have went after the police officer lady because I need somebody who is legal to help me out with some of my illegal situations. But that's another story. Now, like I say, they a real lobster. They get a hold of those, whatever Madea'S has, you know what I'm saying? CBDs, you know? And, shoot, they get to laughing and giggling and having a good time, you know? Just got loose with it. So, like I say, there's so many things going on in the movie. I'm just trying to skip around. Joe is not feeling the police officer girl, you know. He was like, if my weed man can't get up in here because you got your police car out there, it's gonna be trouble. You know. So yeah, that's happening. And then you got the friends coming, the valedictory and his best friend, you know. You got their family, and then you got the dad, and then all of this. So the next day, you know, is the day before, the day before, what's happening at night after the, oh, okay. Yeah, so after they get back from Real Lobster, they outside, you know, in the backyard, sitting in chairs, you know, doing what we do, chopping it up, hey, enjoying some of that good southern weather. Hey, you know, I'm pretty sure it's a spring graduation, so I'm pretty sure it'll warm out, you know, spring semester. Boom, really much summertime to kick in. It's May. So I'm just going off of what I see, what I know, you know. So this is when all of it, you know, this is when the valedictorian and the graduate speaks his truth, you know what I'm saying? And everybody listens, and it was like, well, we already knew. We knew since you was little. So ain't no thing. Of course, they always gotta have a little of that in there, so, you know, you gotta push that agenda. Then, what else happened? Of course, I think I'm gonna leave it there with the spoilers and just say that, you know, it's funny. You should check it out. It is one of the better time period movies that I've seen, and it's one of the least dramatic. It's very, very pleasantly happy. By this point in time, if you've seen one time period movie, you've seen them all. Ain't too many twists and turns. There was never a super high, sad peak moment to where it was like, oh my God, you know, it'll make you cry. It's pretty much making you laugh and enjoy and everything the whole time. So I told you a little bit, but I didn't tell you a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You have to see it for yourself. That you will enjoy it, because it's a good movie. So if you got Netflix, then it's on Netflix. If you don't got Netflix, get your Fire Stick. It works just the same. You watch whatever you want to watch. Download you some cinema or TTV or something. You know. But definitely check it out. It's already hey, it's out there. You know, it's on Netflix. Check it out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Hello YouTube world, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this, and stay tuned for the next video.